Hello, welcome to session 2 of the whole class brass lessons with Entrust Music Service. We hope you found the last video useful and that it has given you the appetite to learn a little more. Remember that you can come back to these videos as often as you like to play along with these pieces. You can also pause this video at any point during this session to go over any of the tasks. Okay, we're now going to do a little warm-up to get ourselves ready to play our instruments properly. And the first thing we're going to do is do some mouthpiece buzzing. So mouthpiece buzzing is really important to warm up with. It's like stretching before we do exercise, so it warms up all of our muscles around our mouth. So just with our mouthpieces, we'll begin with some long notes. We'll breathe in for 4 counts and we'll play a long note for 4 counts. Okay, here we go. And breathe. 3, 4. Good. So now we're going to breathe in for 4 again, but we're going to buzz, or we're going to blow, for 8 counts. Okay? So, and breathe. 2, 3, 4. How was that? Good. So now we're going to breathe in for 4 again, but we're going to blow out for 12 counts. So we're getting harder now. Okay. So you ready? And breathe. 2, 3, 4. How did you get on? A lot trickier. So this time we're going to do a really tricky one. And we're going to breathe in for 4. Nice big deep breath. And then we're going to blow out for 16 now. Okay? So, are you ready? And breathe. 2, 3, 4. How did you get on? Now if you didn't quite manage the 16, don't worry. Start it off nice and simple with the 4 and build it up gradually over time. The way to do this is by pausing it and just keep going over the task. So we're now going to do a little copycat exercise. So I'll play a short rhythm and what I want you to do is simply copy it back. Okay? Good. Did you notice that I made my rhythms louder and quieter at the end? Do you know what that's called? They're called dynamics. So when I played loud, it's called forte. That's an Italian term that we use. And this is indicated with an F when we're reading the music. when we play quiet, it's called piano. And this is marked as a P. We also have an Italian word for moving between or from piano to forte, and this is called a crescendo. You'll sometimes see it marked with the word cresque, or it can be marked with a little hairpin. Do you see how the points start close together and then they get wider and further apart? So it starts quietly and gets louder. So now we're going to look at playing some notes. Now, in our last session, Mr. Smalley taught you all about playing the note E. So today, I'd like to talk to you about playing the notes either side of E. So we're going to look at a D, and we're going to look at an F, and we'll put those together to play a piece a little bit later on. So for those of you playing the trumpet or the cornet, we're going to play a D first, okay? Now a D can be played by pressing down the first valve and the third valve. And this is the note just underneath E. So can you guess what you have to do with your lips? That's right, you have to loosen them a little bit, okay? So it's not as high, okay? It's lower. So we've got to loosen our lips off to get that lower sound. And it'll sound like this. Okay. To play it on the trombone, we play the D, but we move our slide all the way out till our arm is extended in position 6. And it sounds like this. Okay. So we're going to start off with our trumpet, and we'll do a little copycat exercise based around the note D. Okay? So we'll count to 4 and then we'll start playing. You just copy after me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your turn. Did you hear how I changed the dynamics within those rhythms as well? So I kept my lip in the same position, but I blew slightly harder to increase the volume. Okay, so I made it louder by blowing just a little bit harder. Let's try that on the trombone. So we're going to take our slide out all the way to position 6. So my arm is all the way out. Okay, and it's going to go like this. It's going to sound like this. Okay, so let's do our copycat rhythm. Okay, so you just repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your turn. So that's how we change the dynamics with our trombone playing as well. So it's exactly the same. We keep our lips nice and relaxed in that position for D, and we just blow that little bit harder to make the dynamic go louder. If we want to make it go quieter, we just reverse it. So again, we keep the embouchure, the lips, exactly the same, but we just blow a little bit less and that should make it a bit quieter. Okay, so that was the note D. So now we'll start looking at the note F. Okay, so this is the note higher than E that you did in your first session. Okay, so it's 2 notes higher than the D that we've just done. Okay, and the way to play the F is to simply press down first valve. Now, because this note is higher, we've got to squeeze our lips together just a little bit tighter, okay, and we've got to blow just a little bit harder, so we've got to get more air going through the instrument, okay, and we've got to squeeze our lips together a little bit tighter, and that's going to give us our F, and that will sound like this on a trumpet or a cornet. Okay, so let's do that with a copycat game again. Okay, so very similar routine to what we were doing before. Okay, but this time on the note F. So copy after me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your turn. Very good, very good. Now again, I put those dynamics in, the crescendo in, starting from piano, getting louder to the forte. Let's try that now with the trombone. So with our F note, we bring our slide out so it is level. So this bar here is level with the bell. And you see how my fingers are just touching the bell and it's level. Okay, and that's how I know that my hand is in the correct place. And it sounds like this. Okay, so now we're going to do the copycat exercise. Okay, so just repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. Your turn. Very good. Okay, so now I think we're ready to play our piece of music. Now this piece of music has been taken from Chirango.com, who we have partnered with for these online videos. The piece of music is called Call Me, and it contains the notes D and F. Now remember, at any point you can pause this video and go over any of the notes that we've been on previously, or once this piece is done, you can go back over this piece and play it through as many times as you like to practice. This is Call Me, and it uses the notes D and F. So that's all the time we have for today. Remember, you can watch these videos as many times as you like throughout the week so that you can continue to make progress on your instruments. Just a reminder that you can check out any other videos on our YouTube channel, which is just below here. And you can also like the Entrust Music Service Staffordshire pages on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks very much for watching. See you again.